Facebook. Michael G. Davis here, Brooks and Davis Real Estate Firm. Making the biz in 5 minutes or less. So I'm doing it on a Friday. Being I had Create Your New Life training on Friday instead of Thursday. Because attended this event, Houston Black Real Estate Association event on this Thursday. We do it once a month, so that's why I had to push it to the back. So what I want to talk about today was something that we talked about a little bit in Create Your New Life sessions that we do every week with my agents in the training. We talked about multitasking. So now look, as a business owner, president of your own company, you can get tempted and to feel like you have to multitask, meaning that you got to attempt to work on things at the same time. And what I found, during my time of owning my own business and, building my business and things like that is that the natural inclination is for you to operate your business like that. But what I found is that it's not the most productive way to do it. Matter of fact, it's worse to try to multitask. Now, I know I'm speaking contrary to what everybody hears and what everybody brags about. Everybody brags about being good multitaskers. I'm an excellent multitasker. It's something that I can do. I do very great. I do very well. Well, that's not nothing to brag about, because studies show that when you try to multitask, meaning give attention to multiple things at the same time, that the end result for both activities is that it's going to take you longer to do it, and it's going to be of a lesser quality, and it's going to be more stressful you trying to accomplish it. So it doesn't work. But the amazing thing about it is that people in general still feel like it's something that you should do. Stop doing it. The truth of the matter is, especially with me, and as much stuff that I have to do on a regular basis, like to just even using today as an example, with the amount of stuff that I have to do, if I would ever have the level of productivity that I'm able to maintain, if I ever tried to do that by multitasking, it wouldn't happen. I literally have to create me a to-do list, and I take that to-do list and I prioritize that to-do list. And it's meaning I put the most pressing things that need to be done on that for that day, I put those things at the top, right? And then as I'm working down my list, I know I'm working on the most important stuff. But here we go. Let me give you a couple of minutes into my day. I get bombarded with new stuff. Do this, do that. You get a client call here. You get an agent walk in the door. You get a family member, need this done. So you get stuck. You got a staff person, got a question here, need this to be done. And for everybody, it's an emergency. Everybody except for you, it's an emergency that it gets done right now. Well, if you reacted to everything that came at you, you never get one thing accomplished. It's just a very unproductive way to try to do business. So what you have to do is you have your list with the priorities at the top. When the new stuff come, you just got to reprioritize. You got to fit it in somewhere. Unless it's more important than what you're working on, and 9 times out of 10 it's not, because you're always starting with the most important thing, you just got to plug that bad boy in where it fit, right? And then as you keep working down your stuff, then you'll eventually get to that thing. And what it'll at that point look like is you're focused and you're working on the most important stuff. And as these bombardments come in all around, they just get in line, and man, you just start working through that list. And when you look up, you'll be knocking stuff out. Boom, get it done. Get it done. On to the next. Get it done. Get it done. And that's just from a standpoint of efficiency. And that's what you got to talk about in business. Listen. Rich people and poor people or middle income people get the same 24 hours a day, period. Rich people do not get more minutes or more seconds than we get, right? The difference is that rich people know what to do with their time. They know how to be more efficient and be more productive in the time that they get. So that's why multitasking just cannot work when it comes to success and when it comes to running a business. Because it forces you to be unproductive with the amount of time, the limited amount of time that you have on a daily basis. It forces you to be unproductive with it. So, that's what we talked about today. You run a business, you got to become skilled at blocking out the temptation to multitask and focus more on the productivity around taking items, finishing them, operating in sequence instead of simultaneous, right? So, look, we're going into the weekend. March Madness is happening. Shout out to TSU. They taking on the #1 seed. Got to congratulate them boys, although I come from Prairie View. But again, making the biz 5 minutes or less. You guys have a great weekend, God willing. See you on Monday.